Right, part 2. So, I went to the shop. Fortunately, because the compressor is such a generic piece of crap, I got generic parts to fix it, which were readily available. So I was looking with that. So, we went shopping. So, we got some oil. Some oil. This is the old regulator with the pressure gauge. We got a new air filter to replace that horrible cheap and crappy plastic one, and this actually has a proper element, a nice metal screw. Let's see, I got a nice new regulator with another clock, and a proper pressure switch, a proper switch that allows air to actually go all the way through it. Which though it's still not industrial capacity by any chance, it's still, you can see that? Yes. Ahaha, this might allow you to use my impact wrench. And this of course is far better. Which only allowed the air to go through. Where are we? There's holes there. So this is really a huge improvement. But unfortunately, in my idiocy, I only managed to remember to get one of these, so I'm going to have to use one of these as an auxiliary for the time being. New regulator, new clock. I guess I didn't really need these. They are actually pretty much identical. But I got them anyway because they were cheap. This regulator always leaked, but I'll have to take this off and swap one of these over to the new regulator body. This is easy. Dun dun dun! The new regulator switch. But yet another new clock. This though I had to buy this separately. And I also bought a new emergency pressure release valve. The other one appeared to be working, but while I was there, you know, it's going mad, flinging money in all directions, beating off young women, or actually just lusting after them, but that's another thing. So we got a new one of these. The opening at the bottom is more or less exactly identical to the old one. The only difference being this has a collet type compression for the pressure feed pipe, but this had the direct connection with a head on the pipe already. So I'll just this doesn't work. This one won't do. I'll swap this one over and connect it all up. So it goes like that. I did want to open this to have a look inside, but you know, I can't get this off. It doesn't come off at all. And I'm not going to force it because I know if I force it I'll break it. What? 70 to 100 psi. I've only just noticed that. 70 to 100 psi. Look at that. Shit. It's the old one, sir. And the old one says nothing. Just a warning to say, do not stick your fingers in the compressor. Okay, it's kind of impossible, but okay. But apart from that, they are actually pretty identical. Okay, never mind. So anyway, bye bye you. So what we need to do, we have here some tape, free gift, $50 for 2 cents worth of tape. Right. So what I need to do is start swapping all these bits from here and here over to here. So I'll start doing that right now. Before long we should have a working compressor. Okay. A few things before this disassembly. This thing here, this feed pipe, which is going to have to go on the new regulator. This new regulator is far superior to this one, especially because this one has a locking cap. Yeah, which I'm very pleased about. Snazzy stuff, well worth $6. So I'll start undoing things. I'll clean this joint off. We'll tape them up, we'll slap them together, and we'll see what happens. Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to clean up the pipe onto the compressor as well. Okay. Alright, clean this up a little bit, remove this from this, and as you can see this has significantly more, oops, I can't see in the camera properly yet, significantly more volume than the old ones. Let me jump. Yes. It's the older filter compared to the new one. Just no comparison at all. Real Fast and Furious type element. Yee. Yeah. Here's a new one. So let's work this out. This goes to the passenger side or the driver's side, since I'm in Mexico. And this is the passenger side. I really don't like using Teflon tape to do this, working with compressed air, but it serves well enough for most people, so who am I to argue? Okay, that's the actual reassembly complete. Clocks are on the right way around. Another thing is when you tighten these clocks up, just run them up finger tight by holding the bezel. But when you want to tighten them finally, really use a spanner to give them a pinch up. Because if you do this, you're just going to take the base off the clock, and that really isn't good for anybody. So all that's left to do now is to actually, it's a tiny little collet. The one on the compressor doesn't have one of these. It has a permanently, whatever type you call it. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to clean up the entrance pipe to the compressor, put some tape around it, slap this bad boy back on. Oh my God, am I going to get this on with this thing here? Ah. No, not. I'll have to take this thing off again so I can get it back onto the compressor. And then put it on later. Let me clean up that pipe. Okay, I cleaned up the tube, I put some tape on it. So it's time to put this bad boy back on. Got hopes the right size bleeding thread. Let's have a look. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yes! Goes on nicely. Now I need to. There's my adjustable wrench. Of course, you can only get the stupid thing on at certain angles. Let's pinch it up. Pinch it too far because this thing has to go back on. If you see through this one, oh, it does actually have a collet. Oh, so this actually does have a collet on it. If you didn't notice that. But what do you know? Let me see. Up a little bit. This is the right same. Oh, ooh, this pipe is super soft. Oh, let me get these electrical connectors out the way. On the floor. Right, this thing. God damn, that pipe is so soft. I really don't think they could have used it. Look at this, look, it's like bending plasticine. Do I have to tape that thing off? Do I have to wait Teflon tape around it? I was presuming no. Sorry for the bad camera work. Let's. Oh, damn, do I have to put white tape on that? I really am not sure at all. You know what? Just out of. Actually, there was no white tape on it when I took it off, so no. It's a 2-minute job to put some back on. So I shouldn't be super lazy and not doing it now. Okay, spanner, 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 spanner. This is it. Oh, of course, wrong size. Size of you, 12mm. Will you fit? Ah, close enough. Close enough. It's heading out the right way. I don't know. It's so soft, that metal. I'm super scared of doing anything over forceful with that. Right, okay, now I can stick this thing back on. Right there. I'm going to have to tape it up again. So, excuse me 1 minute. Oh, I have no confidence in these cheap connectors at all. These ones you get for like 20 for $5 or something like that. And, oh yeah, I'm getting a good bargain. Yeah, don't worry, they'll be fine. And of course, as soon as you stick a hose in them, they bloody leak like bloody crazy. You can't get a good seal. Never mind. I'll get some proper ones. Yeah, right. Okay. That one. And that is. Oh, the whole thing's turning. Oh. Now it's on, if that means anything, but it's don't move it. even though the thread is run right up. I'm scared I'll split the housing if I tighten it anymore, but I'll leave it like that, and if it leaks, well, I've got to tighten it up a bit more. Fingers crossed. Right, I said before about taking off the, I couldn't take the cap off. Well, I didn't need to take that bloody button off today. Just comes off. Ta-da! Ooh, look at that, all nice and clean. Ah, shit, I want to get a screwdriver in there. Ugh. I haven't got a stubby screwdriver to go in there. Ah. Yeah. Ah, there's never a piece, is it? Always one thing. Oh, which way do these go around now? I think the white goes to the top. Right, I'm not taking that thing off again, so I don't know, if I undo this, maybe I can. If I undo this, maybe I can turn this enough. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll undo that and then put the wire. I'll put the wires in. So, excuse me for a minute. Right, fortunately, we're just releasing this pipe. I was able to turn enough to get a screwdriver directly on it. So now I need to connect up the motor. This wire here goes to the motor. I guess it doesn't really matter which side you connect them on. Motor this side, mains this side, mains this side, motor this side, because it's only a mechanical switch after all. But I will put them back the way I got them. And in my little note I made, so I wouldn't fuck up the electrics, white goes on top. You know, these screws are very small and one of them just fell out and I almost lost it. So I'm being very, very careful. Oh, nearly forgot. Guess what I nearly forgot? Yes, the cable break. So this goes that way. God, the number of times I've put shit together only to find out I've left a cable breaker, some of such crap lying on the floor. No, I'll leave it, I won't put it back. And then of course you're using it, it slips in your hand, you drop it, catch it by the cord and you just pull everything right back outside. Yeah, don't tell me you haven't done that. I know I have. Get to the fucking hole. There we go. There we go. The cable break is too narrow for the cable to pass through. Oh, I've got it. Right. White is right, black is bottom. Yeah. Oh, very clever. Bloody fate. I know you're out to get me. See that? See that?
Right, let's put that back in there. You know, if I wasn't videoing this, I would have left that. Oops. Tighten it with hook and camera. Tight. And that black one goes in. The black one goes in there like that. These things are tiny, literally they're like 4mm long. It's one of those things, you know, like, oh, just back her off a little bit more, and before you know it, 64th of a turn and the thing's out the hole on the floor amongst all the dust and mouse shit that just pile up. Right. This really super tight cable break. There's some slack inside, but not too much slack though. And tighten it up later. Now, the only problem is, because the other end of the other one, the connector, melted, I have to cut the bleeding ends off, so I'm going to have to re-terminalise these, some of these re-terminalisers, and this handy dandy fancy Nancy pair of pliers. So I'll be back in a second as soon as I've re-terminated them. And yet again, when I was peeling back the bleeding cover of the cable, I was running the knife around it, and what happened? Yeah, you guessed it, I nicked the cable. Not just one cable, I actually nicked all three of them. So I had to peel back some more cable very carefully. So now I'll have to cut these ends off and snap those terminals on. Right. There, all re-terminaled, and I even remembered to put the brake on. Yay! Hey, they put the cut on, didn't they? Yeah, I did. Right, so that's that done. Now what I need to do is reconnect this back up to here. Remembering, of course, at all times to put the cables through the hole. On the old one, this was the earth screw. I need to turn that bloody thing some more. Okay, cabling is done. One earth wire, two whites, two blacks, both on the same side. Cable brakes are in. finger tight. I'll get them a bit tighter later. Let's turn this thing back. Oh, I do not like doing this at all. Like that. I need to tie up this thing, which of course I can now no longer access with a spanner since I put the cable breaks in, but nah, never mind. I'll pinch that up in a minute. Oh, it's actually easier to access than that is not happy. I'm not happy with that at all. Okay, I'll have to do this again in a minute, but I just want to check that the motor works first, that the electrics work more than anything else. Right, essentially that's it, that's that done. I'll put the top back on. Oh, left enough room in there. Yep. So. There, now Sod's Law says that's finished. So, should say plugs it in to see if it works. Let's see. Success. And leaking air. Leaking air. Okay, I'm going to let it charge for a second. Well, it's got some charge in it. Guess what? I have air leaks. But it appears to be coming here from the safety valve. But curiously enough, not from the tape of the safety valve, but from the actual vent port here. So I think the safety valve is no good. What I'll do is I'll put the old one back on. Let's see if it still leaks. Also, yeah, this slidey valve thing here is also leaking, so I'm going to replace it tomorrow with one of these. So all in all, the actual main. So all in all, the main ones are not leaking at all, which is good. So I'll call that a B+ success. And tomorrow I can continue spraying the waterproofing on my house, because we're approaching the rainy season and these piss poor dirt bricks just let the water go straight through, so the entire house gets filled with damp. Alright, so I'll call that quits for now. So with that, good night. Quick note, never even thought of doing this a moment ago. It just occurred to me, why don't I give the safety plug a big quick tug to see what happens. So I did, and I went, and it stopped leaking. Yes! Result. I just hope the bleeding thing works and doesn't blow up in my face. But I'm sure we'll see. Okay, bye guys. Another thing I also forgot to mention, I also visit the Eiffel there. Fast and the Furious.